Today, we're going to talk about some of the top new construction communities in the city of Celina, Texas. Of course, there's always going to be pros and cons for each one of them, but in this video, I do want to highlight the new construction neighborhoods specifically that are going to feed into the Prosper Independent School District. Because throughout Celina, when people are asking about certain places to live and which school districts that they might or might not want to be a part of, this one I do kind of want to focus strictly on the Prosper Independent School District just because we are getting a lot of questions about that. People love the area and may not want to be just in Prosper, may want to expand their search a little bit just because of what I'm about to tell you in some of these communities. So let's focus on Prosper ISD in the city of Celina. All right, now if you are thinking of relocating here to the Dallas metro area and you're wanting a top school district for your kiddos, a top master plan community, maybe something with all of the amenities and more, especially probably based on where you're coming from, where you really didn't have a lot of that and you just heard how great Texas is. Well, maybe you also want a little bit more bang for your buck. So you want to move a little bit further out. Maybe you don't really necessarily need to commute a lot for work, or maybe you just kind of like that small country living, at least for now. So that's why we want to talk about Celina and how it could be just what it is that you're looking for. Now, don't get me wrong, when we're going to talk about affordable living up in Celina, that is going to be totally different for so many different people. So let's get into some of these different communities, and I'm going to break down some prices, sizes, and also some of the different builders and the types of homes that you're going to find in each of these communities in case that's something that you're actually interested in as well. All right, now the population of Celina has almost quadrupled, yes, quadrupled, since 2010, and it is still growing. When you hear how big these communities are slated to be, you're going to soon realize that Celina has a long way to go with how big it's going to actually end up being. And I mean, obviously, that's going to be way down the road with the amount of growth that's continuing to happen. Now, right now, it may seem like this quaint little town with 2-lane roads, but there is a whole lot still to come. Not to mention, they did already approve that they're going to extend the Dallas North Tollway from Frisco, where it kind of dead ends right there at the 380, and it is supposed to be extended all the way up through the city of Celina. Now, it's not going to be long before that quiet little sleepy town of Celina is going to be just as bustling as some of the other areas, like maybe Frisco, for example. All right, so let's talk about these Prosper High School neighborhoods and master plan communities that you're going to find within the city limits of Celina. And the first one that we want to talk about is the community of Light Farms. All right, now Light Farms is over 1,070 acres within the master plan community, and it has over 3,200 homes. Well, when it's completely built out, it will have over 3,200 homes. It also is going to have 14 acres of retail space. Now, the location of Light Farms is just east of Dallas Parkway and on the north side of Frontier Parkway. If you're up in the area and you kind of want to know where all of that is, those are kind of some of the main roads that go through the city of Celina. And it's also just on the north side of Prosper High School and the Prosper ISD Sports Complex. So when the future Dallas North Tollway is built, it's kind of where the Dallas Parkway currently is. There's actually going to be an exit right off of the tollway leading right into the community. So super convenient if that's something that you might be looking for, if you might need to commute, but you're not but you're okay kind of living a little bit further outside of the massive city limits of what the Dallas Metro currently is. All right, now within this community of Light Farms, you have over 200 acres of green space, parks, playgrounds. You have 5 pools, tennis and pickleball courts, which is a huge thing. Obviously, everybody's talking about pickleball right now. There's also a state-of-the-art fitness center, lots of hiking and biking trails, and they also have over 200 annual social events right within the community as well. That's somebody's full-time job to plan those events. There is an 11-acre community lake, a dog park, basketball courts, volleyball courts, and even a little bocce ball. So that's something you're into. You want to pick up a new hobby, you can do that right there in the community of Light Farms. Now, they also have what's called the Nook. It is kind of one of those, what they call a cocktail kitchen and a market cafe. It has everything from comfort food like hamburgers and pasta and tacos to breakfast food like waffles and maybe a little cronut to get you going for the day. Now, when I was actually out by there just this past week, I've been up there multiple times, but I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the gorgeous weather that was going on outside and there were so many people out, but the food smells coming from the Nook were phenomenal. There was so much going on and it actually smelled heavenly. I have had a couple people who've eaten over there and they said the food is actually really good. So you might as well just eat and play and do everything you want right there within your community. And it is also right next to their community pool. So you can grab lunch, you can watch the kiddos, you can hang out and play tennis, and go grab a bite to eat as well. And not to mention, when you're in that community, you're gonna have all those golf carts parked right up there as well. So you can drive your little golf cart over and get some lunch. Also within Light Farms, they have a little community section, what they call Sweetwater. It's a 55 plus active adult section, and they do have their own private amenity center and their own HOA paid lawn care service. Now, some of the builders that are currently in Light Farms are Toll Brothers, Drees Custom Homes, American Legend, and Shattuck Homes. So some of the top builders that people are requesting or wanting more information about, and if that's something that you're looking for, those builders are currently building within Light Farms. And the homes in Light Farms range anywhere from about 1,400 square feet to over 6,000 square feet. And they even have some homes on over a quarter of an acre. So prices being around the $400,000 to over $1 million range, averaging around the mid $500,000 range over there. And the HOA is currently about $125 to $175 per month. Now for the schools in Light Farms, they do have Light Farms Elementary, which is on site, and it's adjacent to Prosper High School. Okay, now before I move on a little bit, I want to say that there are really a lot of great places to live here. So even if you don't want new construction, there are certainly options within Celina. So I've actually had clients who don't want to be in the middle of a lot of new construction. So some of these neighborhoods have been around a while, so you can even find some existing homes for sale within these communities, as well as the opportunity to build brand new construction from the very beginning. So just kind of wanted to get that out there in case you had questions about that. Of course, reach out, let me know if there are any questions that I can help with, and if maybe some of these communities are of interest to you and maybe you just want to get in and you need to move immediately. So we do have options for that as well. So of course, leave your comments down below if you have any of these other questions or some things that maybe I didn't touch on that you want to know about next time. And of course, don't forget to like this video just in case, because YouTube needs to put this out there for other people. Okay, now number 2, let's kind of move on to the second master plan community that I want to talk about, and that's the community of Mustang Lakes. Now, Mustang Lakes is a gorgeous community. It does have over 682 acres, and approximately 3,400 homes will be built when it is completed. Now, for the location of Mustang Lakes, it's conveniently located on Frontier Parkway, just north of Highway 380 and Preston Road. It's kind of adjacent to the borders of both Prosper and McKinney, and really only about a 10-minute drive to the Dallas North Tollway, because the location of Mustang Lakes is perfectly positioned away from all the hustle and bustle of the city, yet it really is close enough to some of the best North Dallas shopping, dining, and entertainment centers. You can get over to McKinney, and even down into Frisco really is not too far away. Because of the location being a little bit more over on the east side, it really does give you a little bit easier access to get over to the areas of McKinney. But to get to downtown Dallas from Mustang Lakes, it's about 50 miles, as well as, if you're, say, flying out of Love Field, it's a little bit more of a hike being up in the community of Mustang Lakes. And to get over to the DFW International Airport, that's about a 40-minute drive from Mustang Lakes as well. So just to kind of give you an idea, yes, Celina is a little bit further out there, but being over on the east side, it might, afford you a little bit more opportunities if you do need to move for maybe work and you work over in maybe McKinney or the east side of the Plano area, for example. Okay, now let's get into the amenities of Mustang Lakes. Obviously, if you're wanting to move to a big master plan community, one of the draws is going to be the amenities that these communities have to offer. Mustang Lakes is really just kind of known for being friendly and welcoming, just something for the entire family. It has a resort style swimming pool with the cabanas outside, and it's going to also include a junior Olympic pool with a resort and tot lot pool with the waterfalls, the tanning decks, and a state-of-the-art fitness center that is overlooking one of the big lakes here in Mustang Lakes. So you're going to get the view, you're going to get, the whole atmosphere of really just kind of feeling like you're at a country club or a really nice resort, and that's going to be within your own neighborhood. So really, honestly, can't get much better than that. And within Mustang Lakes, they also have competition tennis courts and basketball courts. And when I'm talking about a lake, it's a 20-acre park with a 6-acre lake and an island right out there in the middle of the water. It is actually really, really pretty. So the club at Mustang Lakes is actually more than an amenity center that they have there as well. It's almost like a country club, but like I said, right in your very own backyard. It was previously the Folsom Family Ranch home, and it underwent a complete and total renovation that expanded the original home to over 12,000 square feet of interior space, making it the largest amenity center in all of North Texas. Plus, with the extensive outdoor verandas and courtyards, lounges and meeting rooms, and obviously some party areas. So instead of actually having the golf course, we have, just that really laid back, beautiful lake lifestyle with 10 acres of expansive trails and the green space that everybody in the community gets to enjoy. All right, and the builders that we have over in Mustang Lakes are Britton Homes, and they do have some 60-foot lots. If you really don't care and you don't need a whole lot of room, Carpentier has 40-foot and 74-foot lots. David Weekley does have 50-foot lots. Highland does have a wide range of 60, 74, and 86-foot lots. Now, if you want a much larger lot, you want a much, higher end home, we have Huntington homes with 100-foot lots. And, the smaller Perry homes do have 50-foot lots. And of course, the gorgeous Tradition homes have 100-foot lots as well. Now, Tradition Homes does have lots of 100 feet, 86 feet, and 65-foot luxury patio home sites. So there are a huge range of options, and not to mention they even have some custom homes that you can build within Mustang Lakes on over an acre lot. So we do have this huge range, lots of different builders, varying qualities and amenities that you can get in these particular builders. So depending on what it is that you're looking for, that's what we're here for. Reach out and let us kind of help narrow down pricing and some of the other features that you might be looking for. In fact, specifically, I did have a client reach out wanting a specific size lot, a couple of different builders that he was considering. And so realizing what might be available, and obviously we're gonna have lot premiums if you want that much bigger lot. So a whole lot of different scenarios. Reach out, let us know how we can help answer those questions. Now, the homes within Mustang Lakes, they're around 2,500 to over 4,300 square feet, and the prices of homes starting in the mid 500 to homes well over $3 million if that's within your budget and that's what you're looking for. Now, the HOA at Mustang Lakes is $150 to $190 a month, but you actually get your front yard maintenance included in that HOA, which will include 40 mowings per year, 12 weedings, and they will even do 3 fertilizer applications. They really want your grass to look very nice in Mustang Lakes, and they're actually going to take care of it with your HOA dues. So really kind of can't get much better than that. Now, Mustang Lakes does have a PID tax, and the current tax rate in this particular area is about 2.1. Obviously, that does vary slightly based on where it is that you're moving here in the Dallas, Texas area, even in the cities and the school districts that you might be living within. All right, the schools for Mustang Lakes, there is Sam Johnson Elementary, which is in the community, and it is zoned for the new Walnut Grove High School. So much information, so much to do, and a really great, phenomenal community if Mustang Lakes might be something that you're interested in. All right, now on to number 3. And currently, it's probably one of my favorites, and that's the community of Mosaic. Now, Mosaic is definitely much newer. It's a 760-acre community starting with 435 lots. And when it's completed, it will have over 2,800 lots. Now, the location of Mosaic is immediately north of Windsong Ranch down in Prosper and within Denton County. It is located 9 miles southwest of downtown Celina and approximately 1 mile from the Dallas North Tollway. It is 3 miles to US Highway 380, which is going to run pretty much from Denton all the way through to McKinney. It's about 35 miles to the DFW airport and about 40 miles to downtown Dallas. So another little bit of a hike, and if you really are concerned about rush hour traffic, it could be a doozy going all the way from Celina to downtown Dallas. So just a little heads up about that. All right, now when we're speaking of amenities, because this is where it really gets good, and the community of Mosaic is newer, so actually all of these amenities aren't completed yet. So just something to take note of. If you want to move in immediately, your home could very well be done before all of the amenities are finished. So what is the talk of the town is the giant lazy river that they're building in the community of Mosaic. And because of all of these fabulous amenities, not only are they going to have a lazy river, you're going to have a pool complex, plus a lake with fishing piers, numerous outdoor and indoor social gathering areas, a unique and, really creative, fantastic play structure for all the kiddos, somewhere to go and hang out with them, a beautiful fitness center, and miles of hiking and biking trails, with every home site in the community within a 5-minute walk to a greenway or a park. So they're really going to use all of that nature. And if you want to get out and walk your dog or take your kids on a walk in the morning, you're going to have, it's really going to take you just minutes to get to all of the trails that are going to be going throughout the community. Now, the builders within Mosaic are Highland Homes, which are going to be building on 40, 50, 60, and 70-foot lots. They also have Perry Homes, Tradition Homes, which do have some 70-foot lots, Bloomfield, American Legend, and Cadence Homes, which are, more of those custom townhomes. So lots of options within the community of Mosaic, and so much just continuing to be built, and not even all of the model homes are completed just yet, but depending on when it is that you're watching this video, reach out, ask those questions, and we can probably give you more information on what is happening and what is currently available. Now, homes and the prices within the community of Mosaic, the sizes are about 1,600 square feet, over 4,300 square feet, and prices in the mid $500,000 range to well over $1.2 million. So another wide range depending on what it is that you're looking for, the type of upgrades that you want, and the finishes as well. So you can spend as much as you want when you are building a home. All right, the HOA in Mosaic is about $148 per month, and the schools do feed into the nearby Joyce Hall Elementary and Prosper High School. All right, that is a whole lot of information on a brand new community, so lots to come about that. Now on to number 4, which is the community of Liliana. And if you know anything about Hillwood communities, you know how fantastic they are and how they, just the way they do their master plan communities is really just kind of unique. And there are multiple Hillwood communities all throughout the Dallas Metroplex, and Liliana in Celina is one of them. They are going to have 1,300 homes on over 400 acres. It's just north of Frontier Parkway, so a little bit more on the east side of Celina, and about 12 miles to downtown McKinney and even over to the 75 freeway. So location really similar to Mustang Lakes. Now in the community of Liliana, they do have an amenity center. They have pools, outdoor pavilions where you can grill, plus trails for hiking and biking, ponds for fishing, multiple parks, sand volleyball courts, basketball courts, bocce ball. Like I tell you, that really must be a thing if all these communities are starting to put it in. They have an event lawn, multiple playgrounds all throughout the community, and pickleball courts. Another fan favorite, which is just really popping up all over the Dallas metro. And the builders in Liliana are American Legend, Bloomfield, and M&I Homes. And the size of the homes range from about 2,600 square feet to over 4,000 square feet, and prices from about the mid $600,000 to over the $900,000 range. And the HOA in Liliana, a little bit cheaper than some of the others, that's going to run you about $950 per year. And for schools on site, they do have the brand new Liliana, I don't know why that is such a tongue twister for me, Liliana Elementary School, and very close to the brand new Walnut Grove High School as well. Okay, now on to number 5, and that is going to be the community of Sutton Fields. Now, Sutton Fields, when it is completed, is going to have about 2,300 homes on about 110 acres. And Sutton Fields has actually been around for quite a while. They've been opening up multiple phases, and new builders have been coming in there. The location for Sutton Fields is off of FM 1385, more on the edge of Aubrey, over on the west side of Celina, and it is 15 miles north of Frisco and approximately 21 miles east of Denton and 21 miles northwest of McKinney. And it really is situated close to both Lake Louisville and Lake Ray Roberts, just because, like I said, it is more over on the west side of the city of Celina. In Sutton Fields, they do have an amenity center, 2 swimming pools, and a splash pad, which is always good for the little teeny kids. It has acres of open green space, multiple ponds, an in-community pocket farming area. So if you want to get your gardening on, you can do that in the community of Sutton Fields. Lots of walking paths and tennis courts. So many great activities in the community of Sutton Fields, even though it's not quite as big and maybe their amenities aren't quite as fancy as some of the others, but your HOA fees are certainly lower as well. Now, the builders within Sutton Fields are First Texas Homes, Pacesetter, Stone Hollow, D.R. Horton, and Lennar. So just kind of gives you a little bit more of an idea of what you're getting in the community of Sutton Fields. The homes range from about 1,600 square feet to over 4,000 square feet, with prices that started in the low $300,000 range to close to around the $800,000 range in Sutton Fields. And your HOA is going to run you about $550 per year. And for schools, the elementary school does feed into Dan Christie Elementary, William Rushing Middle School, and Prosper High School. Okay, last on our list that we kind of want to talk about here is Edgewood Creek. It has over 240 acres, and it will be featuring 364 homes when it's completed. Now, this is a little bit more of a smaller community than some of the others that I've been mentioning, but it is a little bit newer as well. It's right up the road just north of Sutton Fields on the west side of Celina, again, making it close to both Lake Ray Roberts and Lake Louisville. It's about 44 miles to downtown Dallas, 20 miles over to Denton, 16 miles down into Frisco, and if you need to get to the DFW airport, that's going to be about 40 miles without traffic. So always take that into consideration when you are that far away from the airport. So even though it is still a smaller community, you do get to enjoy some really great amenities. There's plenty of walking and hiking trails. It does have an amenity center, and thank heavens, it also has a community pool because, of course, we all know here in Texas, our summers get hot. And if you don't have one in your backyard, you're going to be very grateful you have one within your community. And the builder in Edgewood Creek is First Texas Homes, and their homes range from about 1,800 to 4,000 square feet with prices from around $500,000 to $800,000. And their HOA in Edgewood Creek is about $212 a quarter, which again is a little bit cheaper than some of these much larger communities as well. And for the schools, they're the same as just down the street that Sutton Fields have, and it does feed into Prosper High School. All right, so that really did just kind of lay out 6 of these new construction homes in Celina that feed into Prosper ISD. Of course, there's other great communities. These are the 6 newer ones with more new construction opportunities that I wanted to feature here today. And obviously, there's some established neighborhoods throughout Celina if that's what you're looking for and you love a little bit more of that country feel. So as always, thank you for being here. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me. My name is Kristen Carpentier, and I am a licensed realtor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I love helping people make the Dallas-Fort Worth area their home. So again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and reach out with any questions. And until next time, take care.